There is a lot of this type of restaurant in France you can find where his owner actually is everything. I do everything. My son helped me here, so I have a small crew here, one waiter, one food runner, two of us in the kitchen. My place is capable to have the freshest food in any restaurant because I'm small and we can get very fresh. I make so many different dishes. I reconstruct bouillabaisse in my different ways. I put some really different things. We have duck, we have tuna, it's ahi tuna niçoise. People like quiet and intimate, so they want to enjoy in the evening. They can sit down and enjoy. Everybody loves our place. We have 5, 6 proposal marriages here in this place and nobody divorced.
So Jeff, you were telling me that you and your girlfriend have been to over 250 restaurants, yet Papillon is one of your favorites. Tell us why.
You know, it's one of those things where we live in the city, so wherever we go in the city, you know, at some point it all of a sudden becomes the same. And someone said to us, you know, there's this great place in Skokie, and I went, Skokie? And they said, no, it's very romantic, and the food is exceptional. So we went there one. It was a rainy, snowy, sleety winter night, and we walked in, and the place was just so warm. The burgundies on the wall and the paintings, and then Chef Danny, who is Serbian. You know, you can't get a word in edgewise. And he just said, you know what, I'm going to cook for you. Mm-hmm. And he just started cooking for us, and I had the most incredible meal I've ever had, and I felt like I was somewhere at a 4-star restaurant in the middle of Skokie. You know, his bouillabaisse, which he had on the menu in the wintertime, was exquisite. I probably have never had anything better. He's acting like a center city, you know, type of restaurant in the middle of Skokie.
Actually, when I originally found out I had to go to Skokie, to this restaurant, I couldn't find anyone to go with me. I was really dreading it. I was dreading the experience, and we called on our way down to get directions, and Chef Danny asked us if we
Answers
had...
the phone.
Answers
How impressive
the phone,
is that?
Answers the phone.
Makes the drinks, waits the tables.
Yeah. And asks me, are you coming now? I said, yes. And he asked me if I had reservations, and I said, oh, no, I don't. And he said, you know what, don't worry, it's the two of you, come on down. So we did, and I was pleasantly surprised. It was a completely great experience. It was very romantic, very intimate setting. I went with my fiance, and it was a great time.
I like the fact that it was intimate. The people next door, I mean, the people at the table next to us were looking at what we were eating, and they basically ordered what we ordered. And so there was this sort of like, it was predominantly couples, as a matter of fact, because it is such a tiny place.
Yeah, there's only 9 tables.
Yeah.
And then Chef Danny was the sommelier, the maitre d',
yes.
the waiter.
And he kept taking off his jacket and saying, now see, now I am your waiter.
And that's the way he does it. I mean, it is an incredible, if you want one-on-one, you know, experiences,
I have
this
to
is
say,
Danny.
it is a rare occurrence where you will find the chef also waiting tables. I mean, it almost never happens.
No.
And what's interesting about Chef Danny is that he is trained front of the house as well as back of the house. And you actually described him as he needs to be discovered.
He needs to be discovered. I've been out in social situations with him, and I call him an undiscovered foodie. I think somebody that has that passion has to be promoted, and of course that's why I said this guy needs to be discovered. He really does.
Well, Vula, what did you enjoy on your particular visit?
Well, we were fortunate enough that we went on a Wednesday night, and they had the prefixed meal, and it was fantastic. We went with the polenta, and it was incredible. The salad was fantastic, and it was very simple. It was your mixed green vegetables, a little bit of goat cheese, and some pine nuts. It was just excellent. I actually went with the filet, and you can cut it with the butter knife. It was fantastic.
I had that polenta. My husband hates it. And I said, baby, you've got to try this polenta.
Did you like it?
Yeah, he did.
Okay.
He actually tasted it, and he says, oh, that's pretty good. And then I had the filet. Now, I asked for medium rare, and mine was actually more like medium well. So I was a little annoyed by that. And when I said something to him, he argued with me about it. And I was like, okay, whatever. Just going to eat it.
Very
No, I
passionate.
agree. That is one of the things that he can do. He is that passion also
Passion
can
for food.
lead to a little stubbornness.
And how do you go about selecting your wines? Papillon.
I've actually said to Danny, you know your food, you know what goes well with it. And I think he does a pretty good job of selecting wines. And 99% of the time, he's absolutely
Is that what
right.
happened
I have
with
to
you,
agree
Vula?
with Jeff. Yes, I had asked for my second glass of wine, and I'd asked for Chef Danny to recommend something, whether it went with the polenta or with the steak. It was fantastic.
So what'd you have for dessert, Karen?
I had the chocolate mousse, and it was adorable. And my husband had the creme brulee.
Oh, Karen, that creme brulee, you should have got it. It was
I
fantastic.
tasted it.
We were fighting over the last bite. It was incredible.
All right, Jeff. Well, Papillon was your selection. Sum it up for us.
Like I said, Chef Danny needs to be discovered. This guy has a passion for food, unlike anybody I've met in this city. He's a small guy in Skokie, but that doesn't mean that he's not 4-star, and he is.
All right, Vula.
I was very surprised. It was a great experience, somewhere that two couples can go. As you can say, great place for proposals, very intimate, excellent food, and great wine.
All right, Karen.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the polenta a lot, but I was a little underwhelmed. I guess I was expecting more for the fine dining experience.
Okay. Well, you can try the polenta at Papillon, 5111 Brown Street in Skokie, 847-763-1322. Open for dinner Tuesday through Saturday. Reservations are required, and the average check per person without drinks is $45.